Use your experience to raise hypotheses, but not test them. Our experience is good if we have this experience in the field. It's valuable, but it's valuable for one thing: to raise hypotheses, to create your business model, to create your value proposition, to develop ideas how you could serve the market, how you could create, and what you could create. But it's very important, never rely on your personal experience as the tool, as the resource to validate whether it makes sense or not to build a business, to build a startup, to build this software, to build this platform. Why? Because we have our own personal experience, which is very subjective. And here are two possible ways, like at least two possible ways, how we will fail if we validate our initial ideas with our personal experience. So first of all, maybe not all our customers have such a great experience as you do, because if you are many years in the industry, if you've been there, you know a huge amount of info, you have this experience, and you know all the ins and outs. But most of your customers probably aren't so experienced as you, and they won't view your solution through the lens that you actually view your product, your idea. I've seen multiple times when really experienced SaaS founder creates software and then he fails in the market because customers don't understand how this tool is sophisticated and why this tool is needed, because most of his customers are still in the very early stage in their journey, whether it's like an industry, a business specific tool. And gosh, you build amazing tool, but only a handful of people can benefit from it because only they understand how valuable this tool is. It's not the worst case scenario. You can go into niches if the niche is large enough to sustain your business financially. Okay, this is one way. If your experience is higher, larger, more deeper than your target audience experience. But an opposite way is that maybe you don't have such a great pool of experience as most of your target customers do. You haven't tried all these solutions. You haven't been in all these problematic situations as your customers were. So this way you will create the solution that will just scratch the surface of the problem, and it won't be the best possible option for your target customers. So that's why it's really good if you have experience in the field. Well, I wouldn't be willing to build the tool, to invest anything if I have no experience or if I have no team with experience in that field. But that's not enough. We use our experience to raise hypotheses, to raise the idea of what we could build, of what the business might look like, but we never use our experience to validate our ideas, because eventually it will be a flaw in 99% of the time. Test your hypothesis with outside information. Talk with customers, do experiments, ask them to pay for your solution in advance. Invite them to early adopters program where they will have to pay a tiny fee to access the tool, to get exclusivity on putting their hands on first on this tool while you are building. So remember, use your experience to raise ideas, to raise hypotheses, but never use your experience to validate your own ideas. Use your customers' experience to validate or reject your ideas.